What we're talking about here is an amendment to a bill, the purpose of which is to preserve the Integrity and Immigration Benefits Act.
Yep.
The bill is to require USCIS to review all approved immigration benefit requests that were approved from January 20th, 21 to present, to make sure that foreign individuals who enter the United States from terror-prone or high-risk countries, make sure our national security is being protected is a top priority. We can debate the policies of how we handle American citizens and how long they should be in jail and what they should be in jail for. I'm for that. I'm for prosecuting bad guys. I'm for putting them in jail. And I've had debates here about policies taken here on both sides of the aisle under the second chance, first step, all these things. I am decidedly for making sure that bad guys who are carrying out particularly violent crimes, but crimes in general, are put behind bars and are not released prematurely so that they engage in additional criminal behavior and recidivism. The point here is that the individuals we're talking about that ICE is removing from the United States are individuals who are here in the United States because somebody decided they should be here. And these are people who are illegally present or present by virtue of what I believe was an abuse of the law under asylum and parole under the previous administration to put individuals into our country that needn't be here. That's the point. So when we're talking about going down the list of people that ICE have arrested, the gentlelady from Wyoming has done it. Other members has done it. I could go through the list I've got right in front of me. Austin, Texas, kidnapping and rape, an individual from Afghanistan. Somebody from Mexico, aggravated assault on a family house member, impeding breath and circulation. An individual from Honduras, aggravated assault causing significant bodily injury. These are all in Texas, right around where I live. Indecent assault, guy from Mexico in Harris County in Houston. Sexual assault of a child, a guy in Harris County, which is Houston. Abandoning or endangering a child, Burnett, Texas, right up the road from where I live. Indecency with a child by exposure, Fort Bend County, Texas, near Houston. Aggravated assault, assault and drug possession. To the extent we care about race, which I do not, I just searched the database for people from Ukraine, making maybe a wild assumption some of them might be just some white dudes. Sure enough, I got a whole page of incredibly bad crimes here in terms of child abuse, burglary, drugs, assault, sexual exploitation of a minor. These are very bad people who are walking among us in the streets of the United States. And the question is why? President Trump didn't release these people into the streets of America. I didn't vote to release these people onto the streets of America. It wasn't the people that are running this administration that have released these people onto the streets of America. It was very decidedly the Biden administration, Mayorkas, and others that released the people into the streets of America and or have supported policies that have allowed these dangerous individuals to exploit our immigration laws to be on the streets of the United States. And ICE is engaging in their job to remove them. In what universe do we not say we fully support ICE removing them? Have hearings about conduct, review conduct as we should in oversight. But the idea that we're talking about 33 individuals, as the ranking member raised, about those individuals, all but 4 of them were for events that occurred prior to January 6th. So only 4 were things that have occurred since. Now, do I support ensuring that if they're violating the law for whatever charges the gentleman read off, due process, etc.? Yes, charge them with crimes, put them in jail. The point here is we have thousands, tens of thousands of people from around the world who are either illegally present or are only present by virtue of the abuse of our immigration laws, very specifically by the previous administration, that are on our streets endangering Americans, and Americans have died as a result, been raped as a result, and harmed as a result, and ICE should remove them. I yield back.